Okay, well, I guess we'll go ahead and get started. It looks like everyone can hear the audio loud and clear. My name's Brandon Locklear. I'm a forecaster here at the National Weather Service in Raleigh. We'll be talking about the upcoming week for the period June 19th through June 25th. And we actually have a little bit of weather to talk about this upcoming week. Starting today, if you look at the top left picture there, we're going to have a cold front that's going to move into the area late this evening and into the overnight hours. And that cold front is expected to stall out and become stationary across probably eastern North Carolina on Tuesday. And it looks like it's going to hang up there at least through Tuesday night and into Wednesday, when it's finally forecast to begin to weaken and dissipate. Until that happens, we're setting the stage for some pretty decent rainfall. And the first bit of that will start late this afternoon and this evening. Given the late timing of the front into the area, it could be, more towards the 6 and 7 p.m. hours that we really start to see the strong thunderstorms move into the area. And we are expecting anywhere as 1 to 3 inches of rainfall possible this afternoon and into the overnight hours. That's also going to continue into Tuesday and Wednesday, but we certainly should see the heaviest rainfall and more widespread rainfall with today's storms. Now, as we get into the mid to late week period, if you look down towards the Gulf of Mexico, you'll see a low pressure center, and that's a feature we're going to be looking at. That's down in the tropics. That could impact our weather later in the week and into the weekend. So we're actually looking at a very active period over the next several days. Speaking of the tropics, here's a 5-day graphical tropical weather outlook. So there's two systems, two disturbances we're looking at. There is one, if you see over the kind of towards the right side of this picture, there's this disturbance that's forecast to move towards the southern Windward Islands, and it's forecast to become a tropical storm later tonight. And then you can see the actual forecast track through Thursday. So we're watching that one. But the one we're most concerned with is that system that's near the Yucatan Peninsula near the Gulf of Mexico. And the forecast models over the next 3 to 5 days, you can see there right in the middle of the screen, the overall consensus is to take that system. And there's still some uncertainty, not sure if it's going to be a tropical cyclone or a subtropical cyclone as it begins to interact with a front, but it's going to move north, and it could end up bringing us or helping to enhance rainfall as we get into the late week through the weekend. Also, what I forgot to show you earlier, you can see both systems have basically a 90% probability of becoming a tropical cyclone. So those are the two systems we're going to be looking at over the next several days. Looking at the severe thunderstorm potential, today looks like it's going to be our best severe threat. With that cold front moving into the area, you can see that for portions basically west of US 1 or west and kind of southwest of the triangle, they are in a slight risk for today. And with the stronger storms, we will have a threat of straight line damaging winds along with hail. And given that we saw widespread heavy rainfall over the last 2 to 3 days of 2 to 3 inches, pretty much over the weekend, we'll also have a threat for some localized flooding. When we get into the mid part of the week, we'll still continue to see a chance for thunderstorms as you have that front that stalls across the area. But given with that front stalling across the area, there should be widespread clouds and showers ongoing, so we shouldn't be as unstable later in the week as we will be today. So it looks like of the next upcoming week, today should be our greatest severe weather threat. looking at the 5 to 7 day total, you can see that as for today, the top left, areas could see 1 to 3 inches of rainfall as those thunderstorms move into the area late this afternoon, this evening. Then on Wednesday, with that front gradually and slowly pushing east, the heavy rainfall threat should shift to the eastern part of the state. And there's a chance we could see a very brief reprieve on Thursday where we could be mostly dry, and then the rain chances start to ramp back up as we get into the weekend, and that's when we're going to be looking at that system that's down in the Gulf of Mexico, whatever remnants is left as that starts to move north. But you can see over the 7 days we stand a really good chance of seeing some heavy rainfall. So as far as agriculture and the drought, much of the state should be in really good shape. We start a little beyond the first week, go into the second week. It looks like we're going to have a pattern change. Some of the long-term models are showing a subtropical ridge setting up over the southern U.S., and there's still some question if it will be able to shift east over the southeast U.S. But there, overall, it looks like we should trend towards below normal precipitation and somewhere falling to near to slightly above normal with temperatures. So in summary, we're looking at a pretty unsettled wet period coming up. The main severe threat, it looks like it's going to be this afternoon and this evening, roughly between 3 to 11 p.m. as the cold front moves into the area. Straight line winds and hail at large quarters are possible with the strong storms. That front's going to stall out across North Carolina and gradually and slowly push east on Tuesday and Wednesday. So we'll continue to see a small chance of a few severe storms, mainly in the afternoon and evening, and we'll continue to see a chance of localized heavy rain and some flooding. Then after a possible lull, we're expecting above normal rain chances again this weekend, and we're going to be keeping our eyes on that system that's in the Gulf. So I think that's going to end this presentation unless there's any questions.